Hi there, welcome back. So now it's time to design our graphics for social medias. Yeah, you heard right. Now we're actually going to design our graphics for social medias. I mean all the major social media platform like Google, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. That is really great. Now if you have another request for another social media, then post that into forum and I will create a video on that as soon as possible. So first thing first, if you have already bought this course and if you're already a student, then you already know a ton about graphic designing. I mean, you know how to create logo design, how to create icons, how to create your website for your desktop, mobile and tablet. You already know that how to creating a mockup and then selling it to marketplace. And after that, now in this particular chapter you learned even a more. I mean, you know that how to create a awesome printable business card design, both horizontal and vertical, then how to create letterhead, how to create awesome invoices, how to create multiple envelopes like standard 10 size and big envelope, and you also know that how to create CD covers and CD label. That is really great. So now it's time to just increase our brand via social media. Well, let me just make one thing very clear here. I'm not going to show you that how to create awesome profile cover or profile pic. No, I'm not going to show you that because that's not the scope of this course. I'm going to just show you that how to create a particular profile picture or profile cover to make it look awesome both in desktop and mobile devices. Yeah, that is the goal of this particular video and upcoming videos. So now in this movie I'm going to totally focus on Facebook. So now let's go ahead and talk about that how to create graphics for your Facebook page. Well, if you already a designer and if you ever worked with social media graphic design, then you know that previously the profile cover of any fan page or any normal account was 851 pixel wider and 315 pixel taller. Now it's actually changed here. You can see here that now profile cover of any page is now 828 pixel wider and 315 pixel taller. So the height is same but the width is now decreased. Now instead of 851 pixel it's actually 828 pixel. So now here you can see, first of all you can see here you can see if you want to be very safe, then you actually need to place your graphics 133 pixel away from left margin and 133 pixel away from right margin in particular center. So now if you place your graphics between this, then it will actually going to look awesome in even mobile devices. So yeah, this is really important to understand. If you just place your graphic right here and here, then it is actually going to look awesome in desktop, but it is actually going to cut out in mobile devices. So you should be very careful while designing your graphics for social media. Then it's need to look good in both desktop and mobile devices. Yeah, that's great. So here you can see this is actually, you can see here this is actually 160 pixel and 160 pixel. Let me just go ahead and just hit this the zoom button here, and let me just, you can see here this is actually 160 pixel wide and 160 pixel tall here, but the actual size of this profile picture is actually 180 pixel wide, 180 pixel taller. So you need to create your profile picture minimum 180 pixel wide and 180 pixel taller. Remember this one. So this is minimum requirement. So let me just go ahead and first of all let me just reset to default here. So yeah, this is actually your Facebook page. But if you're going to make your profile pic for your normal account, then it is still 851 pixel wide right now. I mean in present while I'm recording. So yeah, the profile cover of this particular fan page is now 828 pixel wider, but the normal account is actually same 851 pixel wider. Here you can see this is actually a normal account cover and this is actually 851 pixel wider. Let me just show you here. So let me just bring my ruler here, and if I just go to here, I'm just going to just click through here and go to here. You can see here in above here is actually, you can see here is 851 pixel wider. And let me get back to here, and if I just bring my ruler once again here, and I'm going to just grab it from here to here. There we go, perfect. And you can see actually it's a little bit big here. You can see, yeah, there we go, perfect. So now I can see it's almost it's getting there. You see it's getting there. It's actually 828 pixel wider here. So remember this one, this is really important, and actually I'm going to show you that how to create this one and this particular profile picture, and then you can actually usually create this one, because creating this one is really easy, but this one is really a little bit hard. I mean, yeah, so I'm going to show you the harder one, and you can easily create this one. So actually you can see here, actually I'm created this particular fan page, and this is actually the JS interview, and we're actually going to upload our cover page here, and we're actually going to test this one, right? So let me just get back to here, and actually I think we need to create another one for this one, because actually I'm going to create one for this 851 pixel wider, so I need to get 828 pixel wider too, because 851 pixel is not going to fit here. So yeah, actually we'll do that later. Okay, fine, let me just go to my this particular normal account here, and I'm going to just hit here print here. So if I just hit print, now it's actually copied to my clipboard here, and now let me just get back to my Photoshop. And yeah, here's the most important thing, that in this case I'm going to make use of Photoshop instead of Illustrator, and the only reason because I'm going to work with here photos, and if you are actually working with photos, then Photoshop is the real tool for that, because Illustrator is totally dedicated to vector based graphic design. Now this is photo based. So let me just go ahead and I just go to file here, new, and remember I just copied my clipboard. So now you can see, now it's automatically set the actual size of my clipboard here. That is really great. So let me just go to here and just give it a name of Facebook, and I hit OK here. Well, if you want to just create this resolution, you can just play with it, but actually we'll tackle that later. I just hit OK here, and now I just go ahead, hit Control V to paste my particular copied that page. And now I need to get rid of this browser here, so I can simply just grab this murky tool here, and I'm just going to copy it from here, and I'm going to just copy till here. That's it. I'm not going to copy that chat here, so I can just go ahead, hit this one, and now Control C to copy it. And now if I get back to here, once again file, new, and once again I'm going to make this Facebook here, and you can see here now it's actually set to my clipboard size and height. So I hit OK and Control V, and now it's actually going to fit it here. That's great. So let me just go ahead, get rid of this one. I don't need this one anymore here. So there we go. So Control 0 to just bring it front, and you can see it very clearly here. That's really awesome. Now let me just go ahead and I can just bring this up here. There we go, perfect. And now what I'm going to do basically here is that first of all, let me just go ahead and create another layer here, and let me just first of all just give it a name of FB GUI here. So this is going to be our Facebook graphics, and this is going to be like like white frame, or you can simply just say that day vision here. And day vision simply means it's going to be like just going to make it completely like this color here. Let me just show you what I mean here. So I can just go ahead, simply just click on this guy, and let me just go ahead and double click this one, and I can simply just go ahead. Let me just first of all get rid of this one. I just go ahead, hit my I keyword in my particular keyboard. I can hit there, right? I just copy this one. Now you can see that color is copied. Now what I can do basically, you can see actually I'm in this new layer here, that name is day vision here, and I can simply just go to this pen tool here, and let me just go ahead and paste it here. So now I can see now that's completely gone here, and the only reason I did that if I need to see only that profile picture and cover, then I can easily just go ahead and click there, and you can see it very clearly here. So now if that's not making sense to you, then don't worry, it will actually going to make sense very soon. So let me just go ahead and let me just first of all let me just go ahead, hide it, right? There we go, perfect. So now you know that actually we need to create a rectangle box here that is actually 851 pixel wide here. So I can just go ahead, grab this one and click here. That's it, and make this 851 pixel wider, and now this is gonna be 315 pixel taller here. So this is gonna be 315 pixel, right? There we go, perfect. So you can see here this is actually coming here pixel. Well, if there's another unit for you, I mean inches and millimeter, then you can change it very easily. Let me show you. First of all, let me just go ahead, hit this one, okay, and there we go, that's perfect. Yeah, so I told about this unit here, so you can simply go to this here edit and go to this particular preferences, and here you can see there must be unit and rulers. You can just hit this one, and you can simply just go to this ruler here. I can change to pixel to something else, right? So if there's like millimeter, points and pica, centimeter, you can simply just go ahead, hit pixel and save it. That's it. So now it's actually going to just just going to measure in pixel. That's it. Perfect. So yeah, I can just go ahead, grab this one, and I can simply just go ahead and place it here. Let me just hit Control plus to a little bit zoom in here, and I'm going to just place it here. So this is exactly 851 pixel wider. So I can just go ahead, up, there we go. Now it's actually completely in place here, isn't it? Yeah, perfect. So now let me first of all turn it to in smart object here. So I can simply just go ahead, convert to smart object. So I can simply just go ahead, hit this one. It will going to create, it will going to open with another window. Let me show you. See, I can make any changes here. It will going to reflect here. Well, if you're really curious about learning smart object, because smart objects are really great. I mean, there's nothing greater than smart objects in Photoshop. So if you want to learn about it in depth, then actually I have an entire course dedicated to smart object. Go ahead, go to my profile, and there you'll actually find my course. This is based on Photoshop smart object. So go ahead, give it a shot if you really want to learn about Photoshop smart object. That's really awesome course. Yeah, so let me come back to here. So there we go. Let me just go ahead. First of all, let me just turn this color to be something like different here. Let me just make this actually black here, something like this. So let me just go ahead and hit Control S to save it, and now I can see it's reflected here. So that is what exactly I like about these smart objects. Cool. So yeah, now it's actually done here. Let me just go ahead and first of all let me just go ahead hide it. That's one thing is here. Now we need to create this profile pic here, and now that profile picture is 180 pixel and 180 pixel here. So you need to upload your minimum size of your picture. This is gonna be 180 pixel into 180 pixel. Well, if you want to increase it, go ahead. It's really up to you, but that is actually the minimum requirement. The very minimum is 180 pixel into 180 pixel, and obviously I'm not going to make it that much minimum. So actually I just go ahead, hit this one, and just remember 180 pixel and 180 pixel. It simply means it's complete cube. So you can just simply go ahead and keep that ratio here. So yeah, this is very simple. You can just, if you want, you can just go ahead and make this 500 pixel and 500 pixel. It's really up to you. Yeah, because of this is actually a cube, and this is perfect for you. If you want, you can just go ahead and make this one, and even I'm going to make it. Okay, here we go. Perfect. I know this is big here, but let me just tell you one thing that let me just tell you that if I hit Control T here, and first of all, before resizing this one, what I can do basically here, you can simply just come back to here, and you can let me just convert to a smart object here. So if I convert to this smart object, I can simply decrease its size, but it's actually going to remain same 500 by 500 pixel. You know why I'm making this big? Well, because of I can just put here a lot of pixel, and this is really gonna be look awesome, because obviously Facebook is going to shrink my profile picture to fit it here, and I'm just making it big because I really love it, right? Because this is actually what I do. Well, if you want, you can make it 200 pixel or by 200 pixel, 180 by 180 pixel. It's really up to you, but here actually I'm showing you that what I like to do. So if you want to just grab what I like to do, then just go ahead and use it. If you want to make use of 200 pixel by 200 pixel, it's up to you. Who actually going to stop you? Go ahead and use it. It's yours. Okay, fine. I'm done here. So there we go. So I just go ahead, hit Control or T here, and now actually I'm going to make it small here, obviously. So there we go. So I'm going to make it small here, and because of actually I just made this smart object. If I just go ahead, hit OK, you can see this is actually small here, but if I just go ahead, hit OK, you can see it's still 500 pixel wide and 500 pixel taller. This is really great. So yeah, this is the feature of smart object, and I really loved about it. Okay, fine, let's just go ahead and let me just go to here, and let me just hit Control T, and I'm going to make it big here. First of all, let me just hit Control spacebar to just bring it here, very front here. There we go, and let me just bring it up here. There we go. So now I can see here where actually I'm going to place this particular stuff here. So there we go. Here we go. Fine. Now let me just bring it a little bit up here. There we go. Now it's actually perfect here, left and right. I can simply just go ahead and increase it. There we go. Hit OK, and perfect. There we go. So there's actually a profile picture here. This is actually 160 pixel into 160 pixel. Great. So let me just grab it here. There we go. We had this one. Now let me just go ahead and let me just recreate this particular white line here, and then we're actually going to give it this stroke here. That's perfect. So for that, what I can do basically here, I can simply just go to here and double click this one, and we're going to create this layer style panel here. I can go ahead and give it a stroke here. So let's go ahead and give it actually 4 pixel here. So 4 pixel is really fine here. So it's a 4 pixel actually, and actually you can see this is inside stroke. I don't want inside, I need actually outside stroke here. So there you go, it's going to fill it here. You can see it's filling all the way. Great. And this is gonna be complete white. There we go, hit OK, and there we go, that's perfect. Well, you can see here I need this particular stroke here. You can see I need that stroke. So you can see, how do I do that? Well, that's easy. You can just go ahead simply, and let me just Control G to group it. So if I just group it, now I can apply that stroke in the entire group, and we're going to do that same. Great. So for that, I can simply just go ahead and hit here. So if you don't want to hit here, you can just go ahead, click on this FX here. It's gonna work fine here. Let me just hit this one, and you can just go ahead, just select this stroke here, and there we go, that panel here. Now you can see it's still taking that 4 pixel. Well, I don't want this 4 pixel, I want this 1 pixel here. And you can see actually one thing I did wrong here is that I haven't copied that stroke color here, but it's really fine. It's really doesn't matter here. I can simply just go to here, and I can simply just select, I know this color, something like this is the stroke color. Hit OK, and there we go. Yeah, perfect. Hit OK. I just go ahead, hit Control 0 to just bring it here. There we go, perfect. Now I actually have this profile picture. Now let me just go ahead and bring my this particular profile cover here. There we go. So here you can see this is actually a profile picture. Here's our profile cover, and now we can simply just go ahead and just place our picture here, and this is gonna be really fine. That's great. So let me just first of all go to here. Let me just change this color something else, so I can easily change this one. There we go, Control S to save it, and if I get back to here, there we go. See, cool. So yeah, it's working great here. Now let me just go ahead, and what I'm going to do basically here is that this is now completely black here. So now we can easily just go ahead and place here a profile picture, and here place here profile cover and profile picture, and we actually have a great idea that how it's going to look. So yeah, that's great. So now if you want, you can just go ahead and easily let me just hide this one. You can see bring my name like here up. Well, if you want, you can just do that. It's just really easy here, and I think this is actually Helvetica font. Let me just get back to here, and I can simply just click this what font here, and this is actually Chrome extension, and you can simply just go ahead and install in Chrome here. And if I go here, you can see this is actually Helvetica, and if I click this one, you can see it's Helvetica, and font size is actually 24 pixel here. So yeah, let me get back to here, and I can simply just make use of this Helvetica and font 24 pixel. But I think Helvetica is not installed in my PC here, so yeah, that's fine. You can simply use another font which is similar to this one. I think Arial will be fine. So yeah, you can do it very easily here, and let me just do it. So I can just go ahead and let me just bring this back, and let me for the real shake, I can just simply just go ahead and give it a real feel here. Okay, and let me just go ahead and make this Arial here, and Arial is gonna be like bold here. That's fine. And now this is actually gonna be 24 pixel here. So let me just, you can see now 24 pixel. It's already, that's great. And I can simply just go ahead and bring it here, and there we go, perfect. So yeah, you can do that very easily. This is really easy. It's actually similar to, I guess, here. See, yeah, it's similar. Let me just go to here, and let me just bring it some around here. Here we go. See, oh, it's completely similar. Great. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we actually done. So now let's go ahead and design our this profile picture here. And before doing that, let me show you one thing that you can see here. This is actually our day vision. Click this one, you can see, and now you can only focus on this particular cover and this profile picture. So that's why I actually placed it here. That's really great, isn't it? Cool. So now let me just go ahead, hide this division. Cool. So now what I can do basically, I can get back to here, and now you can see here, this is actually our profile picture. If you want to come from here, let me just go to here. Let me see. Yeah, there we go, this one. You can just hit this one, and there we go. Perfect. So now let me just go to my Illustrator here, and now you know that I'm going to place a logo, and this is some icon we're actually going to work in this particular movie here. So I can just go ahead, grab this one, and now I can simply copy this one, and you can get back to here in Photoshop and Control V to paste it. But here's the one thing, you see, you can paste it as a picture file, I mean pixels. So if you just increase it, it's going to be pixelated. So I will not recommend that. I will recommend that go ahead and paste it via Smart object. So you can actually scale it as much you want. So this is actually vector based, so I can just hit OK, and now you can see I hit OK, and we're going to just scale it as much you want. It's really gonna be fine. But if I just go ahead, let me just remove it, and if I just hit Control B once again, and if I just paste it as a pixel here, hit OK, and now this is small here. But if I just go ahead, and you can see here, you can't see it clearly here, but it's actually going to be pixelated if you just create it. So I will recommend you that you just go ahead and paste it as a smart object. So Control V and smart object, hit OK, and there we go, perfect. So now actually first of all let me just go ahead and hit OK, and now actually I don't want this color, I want it actually in complete or almost white here. So I can just go ahead and click there we go, perfect, hit OK. So I can simply just go to here, and logo, I'm going to actually expand it, so it's going to fit here, there we go, perfect, cool. So yeah, that's cool for me. Actually I'm going to add only this particular logo here. I'm not going to make the JS interview and all that stuff, because that's already gonna be in my like my page web address. That's fine, cool. So there we go, this is actually perfect for me, I guess, and hit Control S to save it. And yeah, if you want to align it properly, you can easily do that. Let me just show you. You can hit Control same double inverted comma or single inverted comma to bring this grid here, and yeah, by using this particular grid you can do that very easily here. So let me just bring it up here and down. You can see here now actually you can see the same proper difference from here to here. Great. So now it's actually in complete center. Control S, let me just hide this one. So Control once again double inverted comma to hide it. There we go. And now if we get back to here, you can see now it's actually automatically reflected here in my this particular profile page. So if I upload it in my Facebook, it's actually going to look really nice. I mean, it's going to look like this same here. So yeah, that is really great, isn't it? Cool. So now actually what we have done here is actually created this template here. So now you can actually easily just design profile pic and profile cover. That is really great. And even I'm going to show you the marketplace. There you can actually start your business by just designing the Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, YouTube profile pic and profile cover and earn awesome money. So I will show you in the very last movie. So yeah, that's it. So we actually have done this one, and this is very simple. But now you know the basic idea of designing awesome profile pic which is going to look in both website and mobile devices. I know this is not going to make any big much difference. So now let's go ahead and design our actual this cover here, and for the cover I'm going to hit this one. So now you can see it's actually currently locked here. Let me just unlock it and hit this one, and now you can see there's actually a cover here. But before designing this cover, we need to take care of some situation here, and that is it's need to look awesome both in web and mobile devices. And because of this is 851 pixel wider, so then what is the safe zone area for web and mobile devices? Well, 144 pixel from each side. But if it was 828 pixel, the newer one, this one, yeah, this one, this is 828 pixel wider, then the actual the size is actually 133 pixel both from left and right. So this is the safe zone, but that was actually 851 pixel, then 144 pixel from each side. Remember this one. So let me just quickly back to my Photoshop here. Let's go ahead, and first of all I'm going to create a simple rectangle, because this is actually going to look really nice for me, I guess. Yeah, I think. Okay, fine. Let me just click this one, and I'm going to make it 144 pixel wider and obviously 315 pixel taller here. Yeah, there we go, perfect. And let me just give it a something color like this one. So okay, fine, let me just go ahead first of all quickly, and let me just actually make this color to be okay. There we go, perfect. And there we go. So I can just go ahead, grab this one here, and I'm going to hold my Alt key to create a copy for this one, and Shift key to just paste it into the very center. There we go, perfect. So now you can see here, this is actually our safe zone area. So we're actually going to create whatever inside here. We are not going to create here or here. So now if we design anything here, it is actually going to look awesome both in web and mobile devices. Great. So now let's go ahead and design it. Well, first of all I'm going to make use of here this color, obviously because this is the color of my logo here, and I'm not going to focus here Pantone color and anything else. I'm going to just make it very quick as possible. So if you want to use any Pantone color like you used in asset design, you can simply just go ahead and hit here, and you can see here this is actually Pantone color. You can see is a Pantone solid coated, solid uncoated, CMYK coated. This is what exactly we have used. We just go ahead and hit this one, and you can use Pantone color. It's up to you, but I'm not going to replace these swatches here because I'm going to just make it very quick here because yeah, this movie is going to be very lengthy. Okay, fine, leave it off. So yeah, just go ahead, hit this one, and I'm going to actually make it this color. So this color here, there we go, that's looking really fine for me. Great. So now let me just get back to here, and I need some icon from here. So what I'm going to basically here, I can simply grab these guys. So what I can do basically, let me just grab this user icon, so Control C, and I can just go ahead and Control V to paste as a smart object here, hit OK, and now you can see this is actually smart object. So what is the big difference here now? Well, the biggest difference is here is that now you can simply just go ahead and hit this one to open it in Illustrator. Then you can just make changes in Illustrator, and then if you save there, it will going to reflect here. Yeah, that's a kind of magic. I will show you, but before, let me just go ahead and make this that user icon here. This is important here, and this one is actually yeah, rectangle. So it's actually safe side left here. This is going to be safe side right here. This is important because naming is really crucial here, and this is going to be FB cover here. That's it. Cool. So now what I can do basically here, you can see now it's actually this user icon. I can hit this one, it will going to open it in my Illustrator. You can see now it's actually open it in Illustrator here, and I can simply just go ahead and make it big. But if I make this big, it will actually also going to enlarge in Photoshop. Trust me, let me show you. If I hit Control S, you can see there we go, it's big. Oh my god, this is so big. Okay, fine, let me get back to here. Okay, fine, that's really awesome. It seems like magic in your hand. Yeah, that's really what I think about it, right? Cool. So yeah, first of all, let me just go ahead and actually I'm going to just change this color to be something like let me actually make this white here. So I think that's going to be fine here. So I can simply just go to here, and let me just go ahead and hit OK here, and there we go. This is actually white. I think that's great. Yeah, you can't see it clearly here. It still doesn't matter. Right, as you go to effect here, let me just go ahead and apply some drop shadow here. So it's going to look really awesome. Preview and see how it looks. So you can see here, this is preview. Let me just hit OK and see how it looks. So yeah, I think this look fine for me. Oh, actually we'll well, let's see it in our Photoshop. So Control S to save it, and if I get back to here, it will take some time to render. You can see actually it's rendered very quickly here. So my PC is very fast here. There we go. So yeah, I think that's look fine, isn't it? Cool. I just loved it. There we go. So here we go. You can see actually there's a drop shadow. That's look really nice to me. Yeah, I think yeah, that's great. Cool. So now we actually have done one thing, right? Let me just go to here and grab another one. Let me just go ahead and close this out for now, and I need another one. That's gonna be this suit here. So it simply means that you just go ahead, go practice hard, and then get ready. So I just hit OK. You see, smart object, and because of the smart object, it's actually opening in Illustrator. If you just choose your pixel pass or shape layer, it's not going to open Illustrator. Remember, knock knock. There we go, perfect. Yeah, once again I just go ahead and make this like suit here. There we go, perfect. And I can just go ahead, hit this guy, and we're going to open here obviously. And if I just make it big, it will also going to increase it in my Photoshop. That's I don't want. Okay, fine. Let me get back to here, and no, I get back to here. Let me just give it this color, what I did to user icon. There we go, perfect. And obviously go to hit effect, stylize, drop shadow, and once again hit OK, and we're going to give the same changes. There we go, perfect. Control S, save it. Let me get back to here. There we go, it's big now. I just love this feature like hell. There we go, I just love it a lot. There we go. This is another one, so go ahead, just code it and get ready. There you go, perfect. I need this equal sign here obviously. So now coding, and this was equal to this interview here. So yeah, I need this one. Control C to copy this one. I can just paste it here. Control V. There we go, smart object. Obviously I need to just edit it. So there we go, hit OK, and let me just make this equal here, and I can just go ahead, hit this one. There we go, and make this color to be something like white. Effect, stylize, drop shadow, hit OK, save it, and let me get back to here, and there we go, perfect. I just love it. Oh my god, this is so awesome and very easy. Control C, copy it, get back to here, and Control V, smart object, hit OK. Let me just grab it from here and bring it here. Oh, sorry, it's actually I'm grabbing this particular position coordinate here. I don't want that. I just going to bring it here. You can see here, this is really important here. You can see here, actually, you know, I need same difference here to here, right? Great. I need to increase it, but let me just first of all hit this one, and this is gonna be interview here. So interview, and hit OK, and there we go. Our interview desk here. This guy is employer giving you job. Great. I just go ahead, hit this one. There we go. Effect. So let's drop shadow here, and this is gonna be great. Okay, hit OK, right? Control S to save it and get back to here. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Control T to just transform it little bit bigger here. There we go. Well, if you want, you can just add here a plus icon to just, you know, make this, you know, together to this interview here, and that's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's really gonna be great here. You know, why not? Let's go ahead and make this one. So let me just go ahead and let me show you how to do that. I'm going to make it very small here. I'm not going to make it big here. So plus, there we go. Control A. Let me just make this something like you know, this much big size here. Perfect. And I can just go ahead and right click this one, and I'm going to create outline here. There we go. Perfect. Cool. I can just go ahead, Control C to copy it and get back to here, and Control V to paste it here. Smart object. There we go. I'm going to bring it some around here. There we go. Perfect. And actually, you know, it's look like we are doing some maths here, and I hate maths. Yeah, I know, you too, because maths is really boring sometimes. Okay, fine, let me just go ahead. And if you really love maths, then I really apologize for hating maths, because yeah, I just go ahead, stylize, drop shadow, and hit OK. There we go. Save it, and there we go. Perfect. You see? Is it icon? Oh my god, this is really cool. I love it. So you can see here, this is actually our cover here, and that's look fine. And you know, this is gonna be very simple. I'm not going to make it, you know, even like, you know, complicated here, because I know I just want to keep it very simple. Great. So yeah, actually we actually going to need one more thing here that is really important, and this is actually our signature here. So Control C here, and let me get back to here, and Control V, and this is also gonna be smart object here, and I'm going to just bring it some around here. So this is actually, you know, here we go. Perfect. There we go. Actually, I'm just making it in the very center here, but this is actually fine for me, I guess. Yeah, perfect. Let me just place your signature here. So this is gonna be a sign here, and I'm going to, you know, just give it a short name here. Yeah. Okay, fine. So yeah, you can just keep it same if you want, or you can just simply just go ahead and again you can hit there, and you can change this, you know, if you want. So let me just change this one, because you know I already did, you know, changes everywhere. So yeah, let me just go to here, change this to be something like there we go, white. Or you can simply let me just go ahead and make this little bit like this. See how it's gonna look, and then we'll change it later, right? You can see this is not changing here. This one, this is black, right? This is actually stroke here. That's why it's not changing here. So you can simply just go ahead, hit this one, and you can just bring it here. We go, and you can just go ahead and do the same thing here. There we go. Hit OK. Perfect. Control S to save it. Get back to here, and there we go. It's changed here. I think that's look fine, isn't it? Let me just add same, you know, effect here. So effect, stylize, drop shadow, and hit OK, and it's taking some time to render it. Okay, fine. There we go. Perfect. See? I loved it. Cool. So here we go. Perfect. So now what I can do basically here, I can simply just go ahead and first of all let me just select this one. So yeah, these 5 things I need together here. So Control G to crop it, and let me just bring it down here, and let me just bring this sign to be a little bit down here, and I need here that, you know, let me just bring it once again down here. I think that's gonna be fine. And let me just bring it even more down, and what I need here is that, you know, I need to place here that, you know, an interview based JavaScript course. So yeah, I can do that here. So I can just simply just let me just, you know, I think grab this text tool here, and let me click here, and here I can just write here an interview based JavaScript course. Okay. Okay, leave it. I just let me just bring it here. There we go. Yeah, we go. Perfect. This perfect. Let me just go ahead and make this Sage script here, because you actually did everywhere here, right? Sage script, I guess. SC, there we go. Bold or regular? Bold or regular? Let me just make this bold here, and obviously I'm going to make this color to be match what I did here. Cool. So now this is look fine for me, I guess. Perfect. I know this is not look, really nice. Yeah, I totally agree with you, but yeah, it's actually making sense to create like this even here. And obviously the power in your hand, you can just go ahead and do whatever you want. It's really up to you. So let me just add here some effects here. So effect here, so I can so I can just simply get back to here. Let me just add here outer glow here and see how it looks. So there we go. So I think let me just see that you can see here. Let me add some blackness here, see how it looks. So there we go. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Hit OK, and yeah, that's fine, I guess. Let me let me just go to this one, and let me actually make this something like darker. See how it look. What do you think? I think that's gonna fine, I guess. What do you think? Actually, I don't want to comment on that one really, right? This is little tough, I know. Yeah. So I just get back to here. See how's it look? What do you think? Well, I just want to keep this one. I'm not going to any depth here. This is fine for what I just wanted to show you. So yeah, that's great. So now let me get back to here, and you can see here now it's actually reflected here. That's great. So now what you're going to basically, you can just go ahead and easily let me just make this safer side, Control G, and you can simply just go ahead and hide this one, Control S to save it. And now if you get back to it, you can see how it's actually look, isn't it? That's awesome. Cool. I just loved it. What is the best thing about it is that it's actually going to look everywhere awesome in mobile and web. And if you want, you can see here it's actually sticking to this profile picture. You can just go ahead and easily actually I think you need to bring it little bit up here, right? Save it, and there we go. How's look? Yeah, it's actually gone a little bit up here. Let me just make this a little bit even more up here. So save it, Control S to save it, and there we go. Yeah, now it's actually a little bit up here. There we go, perfect. So now here's actually our profile picture here, and this is actually we have placed into a safe zone area. So now in no matter what, if you're watching in very small mobile devices or bigger one, it's going to look same you actually see here. So that's it. This looks really nice for me. Great. So now let's go ahead, save it and upload it. Perfect. So don't forget that I'm going to give you this template here, and now you actually have a template here. You can just go ahead, use this template and create awesome profile cover and profile pic. Great. So now first of all, let me just go to here, and let me just first of all I'm going to just here file and export to save for web, and this is actually legacy because it's fine actually. This is actually only the way you can save for you can save as an image here. And this actually, you can see there's JPEG. Make sure this is actually JPEG here, and this is high quality, this is maximum quality. It's automatically optimized here, and you can make quality 100% as much as possible, right? Great. So yeah, perfect. Now you can see make sure that it's actually convert to sRGB, because sRGB is best for web. Seriously, it's awesome. So make sure it's actually ticked here. And now what you can do basically, you can just go ahead and you can see this is actually still in awesome ratio errors, 500. If you want to make it 200, you can easily do that. You can just go ahead and make this 200, but I will keep it 500. Save. And now actually I'm going to save it in my desktop, so you can see and say desktop here. And now let me just make this Facebook profile pic JPEG here. Great. Hit save, and there we go. I just saved it. Great. I get back to here, Control S, save once again, file, export, save for web legacy, and you can see this is actually same size because we have done setting out perfectly. Save, and now I can just go ahead and I just type here Facebook cover here. That's it. So now I hit save here, and now it's actually going to work fine, right? But there's one problem. Let me just show you that. You can see if I get back to here, you can see now actually we're actually going to upload that profile cover here, right? right here, but this is actually 828 pixel wide, so it's actually going to be bigger because we have created 851 pixel. So now let me just back to here, and now why not, let me just go ahead and quickly create that 828 pixel wide. Yeah, if you want to just upload it some around profile here in a normal profile, you can easily do that because that's gonna really work fine. But let's go ahead and create that one, because actually just wanted to show you that how to create this 851 pixel. So I can simply just go ahead and quickly create it. So let me just go to new here, and I'm going to make it very fast here. So 828 pixel here, and see how actually fast I'm doing. So 315 pixel, and let's make this 300 resolution, the biggest resolution, right? And you can see color mode CMYK. I don't want CMYK, I need actually this RGB because actually I'm doing it for web, right? Hit OK, and there we go, perfect. Let me just quickly do that. So this is actually 828 pixel wide, and so I can just go ahead, simply click this one, and I can simply just go ahead, hit this one, and I can just go ahead, give it a color of this one. Let me just go to color overlay here, and I'm going to choose this one. There we go, hit OK, there we go, perfect. I can just go to here quickly, and here I'm going to create a simple box here. The size is going to be 133 pixel wide, and 315 pixel will be taller here, 315 pixel taller. And the only reason is because of, you can see here, it's actually, you can see 133 pixel here, right, both sides. So 133 pixel here, that's great. I can just go ahead quickly, just bring it here. There we go. I can hold my Alt key to copy it, and I'm going to just bring it here in this position here, perfect. And I can simply just get back to my, yeah, here we go, perfect. I can just go ahead, and now I can simply just go ahead. You can see I move it on here, that's great. I can just come back to this size here, and I'm going to bring it some around here. We go, perfect, cool. And now I can just simply just go ahead, and now I'm going to hide this rectangle here. I don't want that, perfect. I can just go ahead, file and export, save for web, and now I can see here 828 pixel and 315 pixel. That's great. You can see JPEG maximum, hit save, and there we go. So I can simply just get back to here, and I can give it a name of Facebook, and let's go ahead and give it a latest cover, right? Great. So now I can just go ahead, hit save, and there we go, perfect. And now let me get back to here, and I can just go ahead and let me just upload it. So I can just go ahead, hit this one and upload photo, and I'm going to choose this from Facebook profile pic, obviously this one. So now it's actually going to bring it here, and there we go. So I can just drag it to reposition it, but I don't want that, right? So I can simply just go ahead, let me just make this here. There we go, perfect. Hit save, and we're going to save it here. See, it's going to save it here, and there we go, it's refreshing the tab here. And wait, so there we go, there's our profile picture, and that's really amazing, cool. I just love it. And now let me just go to add cover here, click this one, and now here upload photo, and I'm going to choose a latest photo here. So here there we go, perfect. Hit save, and there we go, it's look amazing. See, perfect. So it's exactly look what I saw in my this particular here. See, cool. So the best part is that if you just just going to open it in your mobile browser, it's going to look the same. So now you know that how to create profile pic for both your normal account and your fan page. So yeah, this is it. So I hope you learned something. If you have any doubt, let me know in the forum. And thank you so much for joining in this movie. I hope you loved it. So yeah, this is it. This is how you can actually create your profile picture and profile cover for your Facebook, both the latest cover and the normal cover. So this is actually latest cover. This is 828 pixel wide, and this is 133 pixel away from left and right. And if you're designing for a normal account, then that is 851 pixel wide and 144 pixel away from both left and right. Okay, great. So thank you so much for joining this movie. I hope you loved it. If you have any doubt, let me know in the forum. I'll be there to help you. See you in the next movie. Till then, take care.